Yo, what's up guys? Thanks once again for tuning into the channel. So it's really good to see you guys once again. Thank you for tuning in. I've got a pretty cool video for you guys today. So I will be reviewing my April sneaker haul. So I was able to pick up a couple of sneakers, and I also wanted to raise a discussion with you guys. So let's get into it. So one thing I really wanted to talk about was actually kind of expanding your sneaker diet. So I could probably talk about this for ages, but I thought I'd just keep it short. What I'm trying to say is, when I'm talking about expanding your sneaker diet, is trying different brands. Now I know a lot of you guys might be like, why should I do that? Well, look at me, look at my selection of shoes just on this section right here. A lot of it is mainly Nike. I have been a Nike fan most of my whole life, and I grew up liking Nike. Why? Because I like Michael Jordan. Nike does always get to me. All the kind of different innovations, the way that they kind of promote their athletes, or this kind of image, that kind of like really kind of blows my mind, and it actually makes me always want to buy Nike. Now that's just me, right? But what I'm trying to say is that it's always trying to experiment with different brands that might not be as big as Nike or Adidas, but seeing these different kind of sneakers or different brands kind of makes you reevaluate yourself. It makes you actually think, do I really like the shoe because I like the actual shoe, or do I like the shoe because it's hyped, or maybe because some Nike or Adidas put a really famous face on it, or like a really popular face, or Kanye West designed these shoes, I need these shoes. But would you really buy Yeezys if, you know, Kanye West didn't actually design it? Think about it. Or would you really buy Jordans if Jordan didn't kind of play in them, or if he wasn't like, would you, like the face of the Jordan brand? Would you still buy it? I mean, there wouldn't be a Jordan brand if Jordan didn't do it. But what I'm trying to say is, if Jordan didn't have the kind of career that he had, would you still buy the Jordans? So it's really important to actually, you know, take a look, like take a step back, look at the sneaker and think, wow, this is actually a quality shoe. The design behind it is actually remarkable, and I am willing to spend money on this. That's something that you guys really need to think about. Instead of just buying a shoe, you know, that's released on a certain Saturday because all these people are lining up for it, you know, it's something, you know, you need to really evaluate with yourself. But then again, guys, if you do like that kind of stuff, all the hype stuff, if you have a really fat wallet, or you know, have really wealthy parents, and you like those kind of shoes, by all means, more power to you. And you know, cop as much hype sneakers that are worth like $5,000, $6,000 all the time, like as much as you want, go ahead. But I really highly advise you guys, please look at the actual sneaker and look at the actual reasons why you're actually purchasing your sneakers. So continuing on with that little topic of increasing your sneaker diet, I just wanted to say it's a really good idea to have a healthy kind of, how do I say it? A healthy dose of different brands into your actual sneaker collection. And that is where I'll go on to my first cup. It is the brand of ASICS. Now, ASICS, initially, I have to admit, I only thought people that were like living in you know, old people's homes, those retirement homes, they're the only people that buy ASICS shoes. But what I didn't realize is they actually have really good collaborative kind of silhouettes. This is not a collab, I wish it was, but it's something that I found really interesting. Now, I'll let you guys have a look. This shoe right here, when I saw it on the shelf, I thought this popped to my eye straight away. It's like, oh damn, that's actually a really nice, you know, sneaker. It was among other branded sneakers, like the big brands like Nike, Adidas, but for some reason this silhouette stuck like into my mind, and I was like, that's actually a really cool looking shoe. And then I realized that it had this. I don't know if you guys can see it. There. It says GORTEX. Now GORTEX is a really durable and weatherproof like brand, or like feature, if you will, and it's got those kind of GORTEX materials all around the actual sneaker. I wouldn't say this is the most weatherproof shoe because I think these mesh bits here They're just normal material, they're not made out of GORTEX. But it's something that really caught my eye because I'm a really big fan of GORTEX. I actually don't own anything GORTEX, I think. Now I do actually, technically, because I've got these sneakers. But like all the kind of GORTEX kind of jackets, they cost so much money. Why? Because they're quality. And now they're on these sneakers. And I actually really did like this sneaker. Why? Because it's got only really subtle hints of that cherry red, or it's kind of a really bright kind of crimson color in my opinion. And yeah, I think it's just such a clean shoe. I picked this up at DFO South Wharf, yeah, at Platypus, the kind of factory outlet that they had there. Original price is $220. I was able to pick this up for, oh, I ripped off the sticker, I can't find it. I'm pretty sure it was $79, which is a pretty good deal. Coming down from $220, that's more than half price. So yeah, this was a really cool pickup for me. Check out my Instagram if you haven't checked that out, because these will eventually go onto my Instagram. I think these are really clean shoes, seriously, because a lot of this kind of shoe will match a lot of outfits because it's mainly white. Yeah, and it's got like this really cool Japanese vibe. Whoa! On it for some reason, that's what I think. And yeah, it's gonna be really easy to clean. Why? Because it's got the GORTEX material. All right, let's move on to the next one. So the next brand that I actually wanted to show you guys that I actually bought from is PUMA. I don't know what happened, there was a hole in the box. So this one I actually bought at DFO South Wharf as well, at the Platypus store at the factory outlet. So these are the Sugi Blaze. Now I haven't actually looked into the backstory of these, but you know, when I first saw them on the shelves, I knew that I had to get them. So this is what they actually look like. So I got this at a pretty special price as well. So retail is 140, but I got it down to, it says 79 there, but I actually got it down to 59. These were $59. Now $59 for a quality shoe like this, that is a huge bargain. That is a huge come up. So I initially liked this shoe the way that it looked already, but just by looking at it, because it's got the suede kind of on the toe box here. It's got a really cool, unique kind of silhouette to it, and where the tongue is actually connected and integrated with the whole actual upper, which is what I really like. It's got that really breathable, stretchable material. When you actually put it on, it's actually pretty comfortable, no joke. It's no boost or anything, but it's actually surprisingly comfortable. This is just another clean shoe. And when I actually started looking at PUMA and all the actually other silhouettes that they had, when I checked them out at JD Sports, I was actually a really big fan. They actually have some pretty dope kind of silhouettes there. I really highly suggest that next time you actually go down to, let's say, JD Sports or Foot Locker, have a look at the not so popular, you know, section, not the Nike section or the Adidas section. Have a look at like brands like that, like ASICS or the PUMA brand. Just have a really meaningful look at the range that they have there, and try to drown out, just take away the brand, like take it away from your mind, and just don't think it's PUMA or it's Reebok or it's ASICS. Have a look at the actual sneaker and decide for yourself, is this a really cool looking shoe? Would I actually rock this shoe? I've seen it on photos as well. These are fire. It's such a waste that quality sneakers like this don't get bought. Why? Because they do not have any hype. For me, this isn't just a sneaker that I'm gonna, you know, buy once, take photos and never wear it again. I actually bought pants and socks to match this, so I'm definitely keeping this sneaker. You know, Puma's a really good brand in terms of quality. It's really interesting, and it's a brand that I'm looking forward to actually incorporating into my Instagram and into my blog in the future. So yeah, PUMA. Now guys, I know you guys might call me a hypocrite, but it is something that I bought before all the rest of these like kind of different brands, but I did manage to pick up a Nike shoe. Yeah, they're like, oh man, you're such a hypocrite, man. You'd be talking about like trying all these different brands, but now you still buy a Nike. Alright, you got me guys. But I just wanted to include it because it was a part of my April haul, and I and I'm pretty happy with it because I actually got it on sale. It says there as $230. It says it on the side there, $230, but I was able to get this on the Hype site, okay, for 150 bucks. So I saved $80, and this is a shoe that I've been wanting for a while now. Why? Because I've been really interested in the whole tech wear kind of fashion styling. Bang. This is one of the shoes that really matches that kind of aesthetic. I'll give you guys a look. This is the Air FOOTSCAPE Mid Utility. Some of you guys might be actually familiar with the FOOTSCAPE kind of silhouette. So it still has that kind of sole at the bottom, but they've actually changed a little bit of the upper. So they made it more tech wear friendly, if you will. And it's so dope. Like seriously, like the way that they constructed the actual upper is so cool. You'll probably notice that this kind of shoelace kind of configuration is really familiar with all the other FOOTSCAPE kind of silhouettes. So they did it here as well, but instead of kind of just using normal shoelaces, they use it kind of you use the what do you call it, the shoelace lock, to actually adjust to your foot. So instead of tying them up and making them tight that way, you actually use this shoelace lock to hold it down for you, just like that. So it's really interesting. It's got all these really cool tech wear aspects to it. You know, it's got the big branding there. I don't know if you guys can see Nike right there. It has the effects there. This is actually a utility shoe as well, so this will do pretty well in the elements. When I say elements, probably the winter elements. You can probably notice inside there, it's really woolly. It's got that really thermal kind of material inside, so it'll keep your feet warm. I don't know if I'll have that problem because sometimes I get pretty sweaty feet, but I won't have a problem using these in like a really cold area. Maybe when you go to the snow, these will be a really good option. And I like it how it's high as well. So if you have really baggy like pants or something, you could kind of like stick it in here, and then you can like tighten it up with this shoelace lock as well. And I'm just a really big fan of the actual silhouette. You know, it's a really cool pickup, and I really can't wait to actually try these on. I'm trying to find the like, you know, a fire outfit to actually wear this with. You know, if you guys have any suggestions of what I could wear this with, please comment down below. And I'm all about the whole, like, you know, traveling side, where I could take these traveling and not worry about them getting really dirty, because these are really easy to clean. The materials are so, you know, useful, and yeah, I just really can't wait to actually get these on my feet and, you know, traveling. What's up guys, thanks for once again watching. I decided to cut the vlogs there because I was actually videoing the whole haul, the whole sneaker haul, and it went for like almost 20 minutes, and I'm like, it's a little bit long for a video, so I decided to cut it halfway between, out of the 6 kind of reviewing it now. There's like 6 shoes I wanted to review, but yeah, I only did 3 today because I didn't want to like start to bore you guys. So yeah, so look out for that. If you made it this far, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So I hope to see you guys soon, and thanks once again. Peace.